You guys have requested it and I've made it. You asked for a chest workout and I have done you a chest workout. I'm doing a voiceover. I'm to let you know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and like little tricks and shit like that. And I'll put those in. So it's basically just a voiceover video of a chest workout. I got Nathan down to help me film this because he has an absolutely sick chest, although he doesn't think he does. I think he's got like muscle dysmorphia about his chest. But I think his chest is very good. He has a big chest and whatever he does is working for him. So we followed his workout. This is Nathan's workout. I'll put the workout that I like to do, and it was one of Nathan's previous workouts, in the description. Nathan does this one and he varies from the one that's in the description and this one here. So today we're training with myself. You got Nathan and then we got Andy with us as well, aka Donald Pump, and then we got John filming. Anyway, we started off with dumbbells. I'm incredibly weak on dumbbells and Nathan is strong on dumbbells. So we're doing incline dumbbell press, getting a total of about 8 to 14 reps. Then we do 4 sets in total. We start off at like a fairly lightweight, so a rep range where we'll get like 14 reps, and then by the end of it we're probably getting around 12 to 8. So we're just basically upping the weight set after set after set. So for example, I think I started on like, other than the warm-up sets I did a few warm-up sets, the only sets that we count are the working sets, so the heavy ones. So let's say my first working set was 30, then I eventually worked my way up to 34, 36 I think. If you notice, we're not locking out and we've got a relatively small range of motion, so we're not pushing the dumbbells all the way up and touching them at the top on every part of the movement, other than the first one, just to stabilize itself. The remaining reps are all kind of like almost half reps, okay? So what you're doing there is you're just keeping the tension on the chest, you're constantly keeping the muscle under tension, and then you're really working the muscle a lot harder than you were if you're touching up the top, because you're releasing the tension as you're doing that. So it's all about time under tension, trying to really strain muscle, cause those micro tears, and just make it grow at the end of the day. In terms of deepness as well, we tend to go just beyond 90 degrees, so with this bit in your arm here, that goes just below, so this angle's just a bit under 90 degrees if you're looking at the video. Cheeky little bicep pump in there as well. Don't normally superset chest to biceps. After flat dumbbell press, we then go on to dumbbell flies, incline again, hitting that upper chest, isolating that upper chest more so than the lower. If you look as well, same principle applies, okay? We're not going all the way up, we're not going mega far down or mega deep either. Small range of motion, keep the tension on that chest. And in terms of weight, we're doing about 20 kilograms here. Nathan was doing 22, yeah, I think I was doing about 20. But if you watch Nathan's chest as well, it's all about that contraction, see? So you're not trying to move the weight, and find the path of least resistance. You're trying to make the movement as hard as you possibly can for you. If you just want to move the weight, you might as well be a powerlifter. If you want to actually benefit from it, it's better off to use a lighter weight and then really make it hard for you. Really squeeze your chest. On every repetition, you should be squeezing your chest together. It's like, I kind of imagine it like you're trying to touch your elbows in order to, you're not actually touching your elbows, but you're kind of bringing your elbows together, and as you come up, you really focus on squeezing your chest and squeezing that muscle. So it's all about the squeeze, all about the contraction, contracting your chest and really focusing on getting that squeeze and making it grow. Mind-muscle connection, that's what people mean. Just the connection between your mind and muscle. You're thinking about it, you're consciously imagining it contracting as you come up. You're bringing your arms up, bring your elbows together, you're squeezing the hell out of that thing. You want to make it grow. In terms of isolation of all these exercises as well, if you notice, you want to pin your shoulders back, so you want to pull your shoulders back, push your chest out, and that way you're really focusing on the chest. You want to be kind of like impersonating a pigeon, alright? So imagine you're squeezing your shoulder blades together a bit, good posture, and then pushing that chest out. So you're like walking around like this, like fucking alpha male kind of guy. That's what you want to be doing on pretty much every chest exercise to really isolate that chest. So you're pushing that chest out and you're freaking squeezing it to shit. Right, second exercise after that was hammer press. If you don't have a hammer press machine in your gym, you could just do something like incline dumbbell press or incline barbell press. Doesn't really matter, pretty much the same exercise, same movement. But we trained at a different gym today and this one had a hammer press, so we decided to use that. 12 reps on each of the sets, starting off a bit lighter, then eventually getting up to that 2.5 plates working weight. As you can see, again, not going all the way up to the top, keeping constant tension. What I mean is, watch my arm now, okay? If I go like that, my arm's locked out and I'm taking the tension off the chest. Well, like that. If I go like this and then keep my arm at this position, in order to hold my arm there's still tension on my chest, if that makes sense. So locking out is kind of a bit of a cop-out. But if you're trying to grow and you want to keep your muscle under tension for a prolonged period of time, then it's probably not best to lock out. In terms of the actual movement, on this concentric movement, the movement when you're contracting the muscle, when you're squeezing, like contracting your chest, you want to explode, you want power, you don't want to like fucking just rock it out. It still wants to be controlled, but you want a nice explosive movement. As a rule of thumb, you kind of want to explode out and then nice and slow down. You'll notice that when we're doing exercise, we're probably doing roughly the same speed, but on the way down, the movement's a lot more controlled than it is on the way up. It's controlled both ways, but we're really focusing and controlling it on the way down. Not locking out, keeping my tension on my chest, not going super deep. Again, pushing that chest out, shoulders back, really isolating the chest, nice contraction. Finished off that exercise on a rest pull, so we did as many reps as we could until we fatigued on that weight. Rested for like 5 to 10 seconds, counted at each other in 5-10 seconds, then went again as many reps as we could until we got absolutely messed up. As a rule of thumb, whenever I'm doing a chest workout or a back workout, the first exercise I always like to start with like a heavy compound. So if I haven't said it before, compound movement is just a movement that utilizes more than one muscle group. So it uses more than one muscle group. You're doing bench press using your chest, using your triceps, using your shoulders. It's not an isolation movement where you're only, say, a bicep curl, where it's a concentrated bicep curl, you're only using your bicep. Normally always start my workouts with some heavy compounds. So today we went 8 to 12. That's not exactly like a strength set. Normally I'll do like 5 sets of 5 on a bench press, or you could even do 5 sets of 5 with dumbbells, but it's good to mix it up and do something slightly different. Right, we then went on to cable flies, so we did the lowest possible position on the machine, so it really hits kind of upper and middle chest, again, as this is like a more upper chest dominated workout. But cable flies went on a nice weight where you could get like 8 to 12 reps, so hit that, superset them with push-ups, okay? You don't get heavy really on these. This is all about the contraction. Like I could probably get a contraction and fatigue on one plate, so we're using 2, maybe 3 plates, I assume. Really lightweight. You're coming up. You don't want nice form, okay? Shoulders back, chest out, standing up straight and tall. You like the whole douchebag alpha male look, walking around like this. Do you know what I mean? Imagining that syndrome. But anyway, so chest out, shoulders back. You bring it up, and you bring your hands together and you squeeze that chest. You should feel it squeeze. It should feel tight and squeeze and contract. But anyway, superset those with push-ups. Last set we went to absolute failure. The other 3 sets we kind of didn't. So you just do like 8 to 12, then push-ups till semi-failure. I'd say about 90%. And then on the last set we actually went to absolute failure. I don't think we got any of this on film, but we then did some dips. So again, the standard 8 to 12 reps. I say 8 to 12 reps, but it isn't always 8 to 12 reps. That's just a rough guide. Your body's not going to give a shit if you do 14 reps or if you do 6 reps. It's just a guide to kind of stay around. So I think maybe on one of the sets I might have got like 16 reps, and then on the final set I might have only got 6 reps. Yeah, so did dips 8 to 12 reps as kind of like a chest tricep transitional exercise. Oh look, I magically changed clothes. I accidentally deleted my voiceover on this bit, so just had to do another one as I was editing it. But yeah, finished off, well, first tricep exercise was cable push down on the funky V-bar, I can't remember what it's called. Again, you guessed it, like 12 reps, starting at typically a high rep range and gradually dropping the rep range down, so it's kind of like a pyramid set basically. And then final set was a drop set. 8 to 12 reps on average, as I said earlier, 4 sets, drop set on the final one, so you go to absolute failure on like quite a heavy weight. I got like 8 reps, say. Then when you fail on that weight, you'll drop it down, so reduce the weight by about 30%, and then do as many reps as you can and reduce it one more time. Here's Nathan psyching Andy up for his 1 rep lat pull down max. What a machine, man, what a machine. Final tricep exercise was tricep dumbbell extensions. Went quite heavy on those. Again, 8 to 12 reps, 4 sets, nice and heavy. As you can see, going to about a 90-degree bend in your arm, just above, so you got that bend again. And then exploding on the positive movement, resting on my shoulder to get it off. And that's it, I'm running out of time, shit. That was a chest and tricep exercise. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I think I went over kind of everything that I wanted to say. Chest and triceps as well go hand in hand, because obviously when you're hitting chest, you're hitting triceps as well. This movement, this pushing movement, utilizes your triceps. So that's kind of why you train together. And it makes training arms twice a week a lot easier as well. If you train back and biceps together, chest and triceps together, then you have an arm day. You're training arms twice a week, but it only feels like you're training once a week. So it's really easy to get extra arms in. And it's like two specific tricep exercises at the end of a workout, and you end up training arms twice a week. So it's real good. I want to say as well, I apologise for lack of uploads, but it's been absolutely hectic at uni. I've got like 2 weeks of uni left until my final exams, and then I'm done for summer, but that means I've got loads of deadlines, loads of work due in, and I got like my big dissertation, so my final project that I'll do at the end of uni. I've got a plan for all that as well, and it's just been absolutely brutally hectic. So I'll try and get this video out as soon as possible. It's been recorded for like a week now, but I just haven't had the time to edit it, and then I will get back on track and cracking on the videos. Don't even notice people. And yeah, that's that. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe, and I'll see you later.